Just what are a couple of the biggest mistakes that you saw, working there in Mumbai and Kolkata?
Cultural communication moment, right? And this was the number one cultural miscommunication I saw that just wrecked Americans in an office. What kind of company do you have? Company. What kind of company? Private company. What kind of private company? Oh, business. What kind of business? Oh, we buy and sell. What do you buy and sell? We buy and sell commodities. I'm losing it. I can already feel my blood pressure rising, right? When Americans are asking about your job, your parents' job, or stuff like that.
We want details.
You want a detail. What I always say is sector and scale. Give me the type of company, the sector of the economy it works in, and the relative size of it. People will be like, it's blah, 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 all India private limited. I'm like, I'm sitting here Googling a Maruti Suzuki dealership in MP. Right. And I'm just like, I don't know what that is. Be clear, be specific, right? My father owns a mid-sized 2-dealer dealership and we have agricultural land valued at 8 crores. That's a great answer, right? I'm doing own business is not a good answer. And that's going to kind of set the visa officers off. The other thing I think, particularly in an Indian cultural context, is you don't have to give just one answer to things. Right? Okay. You don't have to it's not the same process of bureaucracy. And I've dealt with Indian bureaucracy a lot, not just as a diplomat going and sorting things out between governments, but I last summer opened a bank account in Calcutta and that was kind of exhausting, right? There's a lot of forms, there's a lot of paperwork.
I've been there. I know it.
I've been there. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, the text is coming today, sir. And I'm like, And a lot of people will be like, this is my sponsor. And then not mention but my mother also works and she's a professor and she's really rich. And it's like, well, I thought I had to say that. I still remember this. The closest I've ever come to refusing a visa applicant ever was this girl in Mumbai who was applying for a student visa. It's like, okay, who's paying for this? Oh, my father. And what does he do? Oh, he runs a flower shop. And I'm like, okay, you're going to a pretty expensive private school. It was one of the NYU or Columbia. I was like, how's he going to afford this? How much do you make a year? Oh, 3 lakh. I'm like, well, you got into a good school, but this doesn't financially make sense. And she's like, oh, but that's just his retirement job. What do you mean it's his retirement job? Yeah. He's just done that. He was in the IAS for 25 years. Right. And I was just like, okay, so what you do is you lead. Visa officers are trying to it is not something that's about specifics. It's about generalities. Right. And I want to know generally what's the situation.
Big picture.
You can give more than one answer. A lot of Indian applicants I've noticed, and having in dealing with Indian bureaucracy, you can put the one thing down, you have the one gap, you got to write it out in block letters, blue pen, and it's got to be right. Right. This doesn't work that way. Right. So you can fill them in on a little bit more context. There's no one right answer. The right answer is the totality of your circumstances. Other than that, lakhs and crores rupees for talking about properties and stuff. In India, talk about dollar amounts when you're talking about finances in America. That's my advice on that one. Yeah.
Good tip. Did you know the approval rates for U.S. visas has gotten worse the past few years, and a previous rejection is really hard to overcome? Don't worry, because our friends at Argo Visa can help you ace your upcoming visa interview. Argo Visa Coaching pairs you with visa consular officers who have conducted tens of thousands of visa interviews abroad all over the world. They can guide you on how to overcome your obstacles and craft your story exactly how the visa officer needs to hear it so you can get granted an approval in your visa interview. And if you've been rejected before, they can help you understand why and then help you craft a new and better strategy to be better prepared for your next attempt. Their Visa Checkup tool is an amazing free resource that you can use that helps you gauge how a visa officer is likely to respond to your current situation. Quickly answer a dozen questions and see what your score will be. If you want visa interview success, Argo Visa is the team that can help you find it. Check them out with the links above and below. Good luck, my friends. Don't forget to check out Argo Visa for all of your visa interview needs. Whether you're preparing for the first time or overcoming a rejection, get the guidance and confidence you need with Argo Visa.